Hi, everybody. BJ Miller, palliative care doctor, here to answer a few more questions that we didn't get to in today's caregiver webinar. So take it away, Sonia.
Thanks, BJ. All right, one of the follow-up questions was, can you speak to the importance of controlling pain? My sister-in-law has advanced ovarian cancer, but is hesitant to take enough medication to adequately control her pain. This is very difficult on her husband, who is very involved in her care. He is frustrated with what seems like her refusal to be as comfortable as possible. How can he help her to understand a better quality of life for herself and consequently for him and their adult children?
Yep. Okay, so it is generally very important to optimize or control pain. I don't mean to imply that especially with cancer pains, you can get pain tolerable. Very often you can't get it to go away entirely, but one way or another, sort of optimizing pain and symptom management is really, really important to most people. It's in some ways step one, right? I mean, I think of turning like pain management as a way to, or symptom management, any kind to turn down the noise. And so once the person can think about anything but pain, well, then they can get to relationship dynamics and existential issues, meaning making, purpose, activity, all sorts of stuff then can open up. But until you turn down that noise, it can be devilishly hard to do anything else or think or feel anything else. So yes, generally speaking, symptom management is really, really key. Now, the funny thing about suffering is it means different things to different people. It is not infrequent that, well, a couple of things here. Sometimes folks just have, it's a misunderstanding. So this person, it may be that they think if they take more pain medicine that they're going to become addicted, for example. Or they may not like, there may be actual side effects to the pain medicine that's been prescribed. So pain meds like opiates, very often constipation is a huge issue, can be managed, but it needs to be managed. But itchiness, nausea, other things can come up. So there may be a cue here to revisit with her doctor. Are there other, is her misgiving around the side effects of the pain medicine? Because if so, then maybe it's worth trying other stuff. So one thing to do would be clarifies if it's sort of a practical issue that's getting in the way. Or does she just forget to take her pain medicine? Or does she think that if she takes pain medicine, it's a weakness? Some people have this in their mind that it's stronger to stiff upper lip through it, and that somehow that's connotes strength, and her sense of self might somehow benefit from that. Often that just needs to be talked out. There's no, I don't know that there's any honor to suffering unnecessarily. I don't think that necessarily makes anyone stronger, and I don't think taking pain medicines makes anybody weaker. So sometimes it's talking through side effects or dosing or sort of the meaning of pain medicine to this person. And then beyond that, what's also, another thing that's not uncommon is suffering. I started to say suffering means different things to different people. And there are many people in this world who feel that suffering is a way to bring them closer to God. So for the pain may actually be important for them, burning off karma in some traditions, or bringing them closer to Christ in the Christian tradition. So this person may have some thoughts about the meaning of her pain. That would be useful to explore with this person for everybody's sake. So at least they know that they're supporting it. Then maybe it'd be easy for the husband to sort of settle into, okay, well, pain means something to my wife, and so part of my job here is sitting with the pain with her. That may be the case. So there's the rundown. Yes, pain management and other symptom management can be absolutely critical, and a lot can be done. Can't often take all the pain away, but oftentimes we can make a lot better. Clarifying any misgivings around the medication, dosing issues or side effect issues, or what other options there may be, non-pharmacological stuff, maybe other things to try. And then beyond that, so what is the meaning of this pain to you? Why are you insisting on being in pain? Help me understand that so I can support you. So that's the rundown from here.
Okay, the next question My husband was diagnosed with glioblastoma in December of 2020. I am a primary caregiver with limited outside help due to us living quite rurally, and family lives in other states. As the disease progresses and with him needing more help with daily needs, at what point should we look at outside professional help to deal with those increased needs, such as just getting enough sleep and rest for myself?
Mm, thank you. So I'd say the sooner the better. If you're already asking that question, which I'm so glad you are, a lot of people just don't say it out loud. But I would point you to, even if you guys are hanging in there right now and you got it in check, in terms of the load and he's getting what he needs. It's most certain that at some point you're going to exceed the capacity of what any one person can do by themselves here. So since you're already asking a question, and bless you for doing so, I would point you to looking around, especially if you're rural area. Start looking like, what are the resources? Is there a home health agency available to you? You might ask his physician, a clinical team, wherever they are. Do they keep a list of resources at the ready to help? Home health aides, again, are the big one, personal care attendants. So these are the professional caregivers. I also, in the setting of glioblastoma, he may really already qualify for hospice. In general, people wait way too long to involve home hospice, which is a shame because there may be a lot of help waiting for you with hospice. So if he's amenable, and even if he's not, it probably begs a conversation. A lot of misgivings around hospice, and most of them are misunderstandings. So I would point you to reach out to a home hospice agency sooner than later. Maybe that's the first call. There's no pressure to sign up with hospice. You can ask for what's called an informational interview. Someone can either come out to the house and sit with you and husband and kind of run down what's available, what they can and can't do, or it may these days be via phone call or telehealth. But there's no pressure to sign up. You don't have to, and even if you guys do sign up for hospice now and it doesn't feel right in a week, you can always sign off it. No problem. So I guess I'd point you to hospice. And if he doesn't qualify yet, he soon will. So it'd be great for you to know what your options are in your community. And then beyond the home health aides and hospice guys, then it's sort of the informal crew. Are there friends and family around, and you can begin to sort of enlist. And it can be very helpful to ask specific things, like, so to a neighbor, like, gosh, if there's any way, if you've got leftovers on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that would be really helpful. Or, just being very specific with people if you know what they need, and start asking for it. But, I'm just so glad you're asking this question. Most people just grind themselves to a bone, and to their own ill as well as the person they're caring for. So good on you for asking. And those are some areas where you can reach out sooner than later, please.
All right, that was all of our questions. Thank you, BJ.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, everybody. We will see you later.